This is a message from the East Hollow School District Safety Alert System. Please remain calm and listen carefully. This broadcast is being issued district-wide for all faculty, staff, students, and parents. Do not attempt to leave your location until the message is complete. We are issuing a formal caution following a behavioral incident reported in room 207 during third period. A student, name withheld for privacy, was observed sitting in the rear left desk, typically unoccupied, until recently. Witnesses stated that this desk belongs to a student who has not attended school since late last semester, Ellis Rook. We remind you that Ellis was formally withdrawn due to prolonged absence and that his name no longer appears on class rosters. However, reports suggest the desk has remained untouched until today. At approximately 10:14 a.m., after sitting in the desk, the student in question began to experience what they described as a cold pulling in their spine. Several classmates reported the student twitching rhythmically, as though being moved by something invisible. A low groaning sound, wet, breathless, and wrong, was recorded faintly by a phone on silent mode. Please do not attempt to search for the audio. The phone is no longer accessible, and the student who recorded it is currently unresponsive. We are advising all staff to prevent students from sitting in the rear left seat of room 207, regardless of provocation. There have now been 3 incidents. Each followed the same pattern. The student sits, the temperature drops, and a smell described as burned paper and teeth fills the room. When the bell rings, the student remains seated. When asked to move, they reply in Ellis Rook's voice. The replies are simple phrases, never more than 6 words, but they are always specific, personal, private, things only Ellis would have known. Do not attempt to speak to them. Do not acknowledge the voice, especially if it uses your name. The last teacher who did is currently undergoing observation. She is lucid, but continues to refer to her students by numbers only and refuses to turn her back on the desk. At this time, room 207 has been locked. It is not secure. Custodial staff report the door is warm to the touch, and the window now shows a looping reflection of an empty classroom, though the lights remain off inside. Please note, the chair in the rear left corner is no longer visible in the reflection. If you are hearing this message and you are in room 207, you must not stand up. You must not look at the rear left desk. And above all, do not apologize for sitting there. He doesn't want forgiveness. He wants you to leave.